All right, thank you guys for tuning in to this yet another exciting conversation with Julie Olum, Head of Marketing at Beneath the Baobab. We're trying to get to Kilifi, guys, the new year from the 31st, all crossing to 2023. You need to be in Kilifi, and this is where you get to know why you need to be there. So, Julie, I'm going to give you this chance to maybe introduce to us what exactly is Beneath the Baobabs. Are there baobabs? And also what's happening beneath the baobabs?
Yes. It's almost like our whole cornerstone. There are so many baobab trees. They are so precious. You know, they're these things that, like, once they get to the heights where you can hide in their shade, they're like 1,000, 2,000 years old. That's how old and rich these trees are. But really what the festival is, it's actually 2 days and 2 nights. So from the 30th of December, 31st of December, 2 days, 2 nights. We ring in the new year, go until like 10 a.m. on the 1st. By the 1st, everyone's like, all right, let's go sleep. And then we'll regroup like the night of the 1st, catch each other on the beach or something. For us, our thing is for you to really fully unplug. Come outside into nature. We have this incredible, amazing ancient site of ancient coastal forest, 50 acres, where you can just run around, walk around, be barefoot. I've been running around this event barefoot. I own like 3 pairs of shoes. Kilifi residents. Shoes. I don't know her.
I wish they could take a shot of my feet. I would have threw away my shoes as well. But
man,
yeah, that's the kind of fun people are expecting to see.
You are like of the earth and with the earth, especially us here as indigenous Africans. Like, we're at this launch event. It was mentioned how much sometimes people from outside enjoy our land more than us and find out more of what's there. For us, we're like, you guys, do you know what's going on? Do you know what's naturally there just in Kilifi town, Kilifi county? So we really revere and really appreciate the nature around us. And with that also comes just Giriama culture and Giriama knowledge of how precious baobab trees are. Things like Marabaini, neem trees. I've lived in Kilifi a little bit over a year. I don't take medicine. If I feel sick, I get some neem leaves, I boil it. It tastes awful, but it's effective. I treated my COVID that way. If I have a little cold, like, that's, for me, that is my lifestyle when I moved to Kilifi.
All right, so you want people to have a peek into how the Kilifi life is like, but also getting to sample the whole art scene in the world, globally as well. So we're expecting music, food, and what else? How does it look like for the 2 nights and 2 days that people will be there?
Absolutely. So for the days of the festival, really what Beneath the Baobabs as a whole is, the whole year, is we champion alternative culture. Who is underrated, who is underestimated, who is not getting enough press for the amazing stuff they are writing, singing, creating, doing, you know, like photographing, everything. Who is really pushing the culture forward, but you know, they're not going to be like on your, I don't know, your mainstream thing, or maybe they don't even have like the social media clout, but they're doing things and they're skilled, they're masters of their craft. That's what we're about. So our whole lineup, we have more than 60 acts from Kenya, the rest of East Africa, the rest of the world, across 4 stages, all of these 2 days and 2 nights. We don't even group it in terms of like, oh, this is the stage for this genre, or like this is like the reggae stage, and this is the house stage, and this is the amapiano stage. No, it's roving, because that's the culture, and music and art is fluid. Like, maybe one day somebody feels like they're a house DJ, the next day they're feeling very much more hip hop, and people are like that as well. I'm like that. Yeah. Like, all my playlists are all over the place on my Spotify, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on your mood. So we want to be open and flexible, because humans are flexible, art is flexible.
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. Thank you very much, Julie, for making time for us. Maybe a last word there for people who you think should come through if they haven't even thought about it.
Guys, karibuni Kilifi, karibuni Pwani. I know you guys might not have a real concept of Kilifi. It's really like an unsung hero of the coast, but we're really doing it, and we're doing it all year round. And it's not for the tourists, it's for us here as indigenous Kenyans, indigenous Africans. Come through for the New Year festival, before, after, the whole year. We are dedicated to the culture, we are dedicated to the people who are outside of the norm, outside outside of the mainstream. Even if you are mainstream, we even have that slot, but really we put the energy behind people who deserve a spotlight and deserve a space, to really show their art and make their art. That's what we are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you in Kilifi.
Karibuni, please come through. Please feel very welcome. Feel very free.
They should check out the site. Yeah.
BeneathTheBaobabs.com is where we are. That is where you can get your tickets for this event, where you can find out about our restaurant, The Twisted Fig, our accommodation, our wellness festival, Kisima Festival, which we do once a year, our monthly events between the Baobabs. It's a whole ecosystem, let me tell you. If you're a sound person, if you're a 3D designer, come through. Our social media is wide open. If you have some kind of idea for some kind of retreat, if you do acupuncture, come and heal people at our festival. Fully, we are like, let's do this. Let us get everybody together and to a space where they can connect with other people who want to do the same thing.
Okay. Thank you very much and have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Okay. We are continuing with the conversation on Beneath the Baobabs, and I'm joined by the creative director, Matt Swallow. Gonna inform us a bit on how they came about the concept of Beneath the Baobabs, what exactly can we expect in the future, but first of all, why the name Beneath the Baobabs? Are we expecting to party beneath the Baobabs, or what is that about?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Beneath the Baobabs is a 50-acre site for events, for culture, and that's where we host Beneath the Baobabs Festival. And it's literally that, we're beneath baobabs. We have many huge trees there that we built the structures around, our stages around. We have one that's on the cliff edge, that's 30 meter drop into the indigenous forest, and then we built a deck around that and a restaurant and stage close to that. Main stage, we have a baobab at the back. So baobab is very important. It's a very powerful tree. It's a very powerful symbol for Mijikenda culture, and it's very, in terms of what comes from that fruit, it's very good for us as humans.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right. Beneath the Baobabs, you've done this for, I understand, 9 editions. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But now, for the 2 days and the 2 nights that people will be there beneath the Baobab that you just explained in Kilifi, what can I expect for those 2 days and 2 nights? I like that you laughed first.
The best experience you could have at any New Year event, but most importantly, the get down, the dance, the openness of people, looking in one another's eyes and being able to celebrate together, no matter where you're coming from, your race, your creed, your color of your skin, your subculture or your community. But if you're open and you're down for it, then you can be celebrating with one another and come into that.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So now, 9 years ago, bringing it from the past into the present, into the future, 9 years ago, what was the reason or the concept behind having Beneath the Baobabs, and what can we expect it to do for the culture in Kenya, music-wise, art-wise, and also maybe global, because I understand there's artists and musicians coming from all over the world. So the concept from the back then, and then also what we can expect into the future.
So 9 years ago, it was I was not founding that. This was coming from distant relatives, backpackers. This was all about finding our distant relative. So maybe you've never met this person from the other side of the planet, but they're coming to Kenya, and you can find some like values. So from there, they were looking at Kilifi, and we needed to uplift some sense of culture there. There was no events, there was no music that was being celebrated enough. So the idea there was every New Year we have a party. There's this peak season, people are already coming. So in that way, we can use that time and that space to celebrate.
All right.
So now, since COVID, we've moved sites, we've grown a bit bigger, and we're looking at Beneath the Baobabs now as a space and an idea for that, for people to come together and do that.
All right.
Is that making sense?
Yes, that makes sense, bro. Can't wait to see you at Kilifi, of course, at Beneath the Baobabs. But now a last call, of course, to people who haven't been going, or people who are planning to go, thinking to go. Your last call to them, and then we can wrap it up.
So, if you were looking for something different, if you're looking for something out of the ordinary, and you're looking to connect and have 2 full days of celebration of music, art, wellness, and the whole experience, then we have tickets are still on sale at BeneathTheBaobabs.com. They're going very well, so we know there's going to be a good number of people. If you want to dance, you want to take your shirt off and show people how you dress, how you vibe, and just have a good time, this is the place for you. This is the New Year story for you.
All right. Thank you very much, Matt. Can't wait to see you.